What's going on, guys? Wish you luck here. Back at it again with another PvP breakdown. Today we're going to cover the final class in Destiny. So far we've done the Warlock, we've done the Hunter, and today we do the Titan. So for the Titans, I'm just going to start it off with this because I left it out in my previous video on Hunters. Everything is intellect discipline. For every single one of these classes, intellect disciplined. Now, the only exception to this is if you run Defender with no backup plans. Defender, no backup plans, then you're going to want some form of strength. I would suggest maybe a 4-4-2 build if you can have a perfect build, or maybe a 2-4-4 build. No backup plans, for those that are unaware. They provide the overshield upon getting a shotgun kill. So shotgun kills trigger force barrier, and force barrier's duration is increased. So always having your melee charge ready for that would definitely benefit your Titan play. But as for the class breakdown, let's go ahead and get into it. So for my striker, I run lightning grenades, increased control because of Titan skating. If you don't know what Titan skating is, go on YouTube. There's a fuck ton of tutorials, I'm pretty sure. And I was going to say I could make a tutorial on it, but I'm not necessarily the best Titan skater. I do know like very quick ways to Titan skate, like to learn Titan skating. So if you guys are interested in something like that, leave a like. If this video gets 1,000 likes, I'll make a Titan skating video that teaches how to Titan skate. Then I use Death from Above. I use this to make sure that my super is accurate. A lot of the time previously when I was running Aftermath or Shockwave, that kind of bunny hop that Titans do without Death from Above forward was making me miss a lot of slams, so I stopped using it. I use Amplify to reduce the Stormfist cooldown since I have 0 strength. Titan Codex 1 for armor recovery. Aftershocks to make my lightning grenades more effective. Titan Codex 4 for armor recovery. And Juggernaut, of course, because Juggernaut is overpowered. And if you weren't aware, Juggernaut can actually soak a golden gunshot. It's pretty stupid. Juggernaut needs a nerf pretty badly, so most strikers use it. If they're not using Juggernaut, they're probably using Shoulder Charge. And Shoulder Charge is fun and all, but I'd much rather have a safe, shoddy entrance than a Shoulder Charge that makes me have to get within their shoddy range. As for Sunbreakers, I use the Fusion Grenade or the Incendiary Grenade. These two are very, very, very versatile. This can act as an Incendiary Grenade. Fusion Grenades, a lot of people don't realize that even if you place your Fusion Grenades well on the floor, it'll do about 160 damage to somebody if they explode like right underneath someone. Same goes for the Incendiary, except the Incendiary actually burns them out. Increased control for the Titan skating. Forge Master for more hammers. Now I see a lot of people run Sun Charge, and the reason why I don't run Sun Charge is because I don't use my Sunbreaker as a Blade Dancer. A lot of people grab Sunbreaker and push with Sun Charge, and they hurl like towards you. I find that an easy kill for me personally if I use Shade Step, jump up, and shot them in the head. So I don't use that. I just throw more hammers and have them cause bigger explosions. Thermal Vent. This is probably one of the most underrated perks. Oh no, I was using this for PvE. It was, which one was the one that I was using? It was Melting Point. Melting Point is the one I use for Crucible. This is what I use for PvE. Anyway, Melting Point is really good. I think it's extremely underrated in the Crucible. Well back before the melee nerf, Melting Point did like 186 total damage. So if you punch someone with your Titan melee and then allowed it to burn, it would legitimately do 90% of their health. I don't know what the total number is now because, you know, they've done a lot with the nerfing. Haven't really buffed anything in a while. But Melting Point is huge. It allows you to not only keep your target weak, but it's essentially like a firebolt from a Sunsinger. It allows you to track them, and it keeps their health down, and it doesn't allow their recovery stat to actually do anything because they're constantly burning. Codex 1 and Codex 4, obviously, for armor and recovery. Flame Seeker to help with the accuracy of the hammers. You can use something like Explosive Pyre to make people kind of explode. Kind of like how golden guns treat combustion. However, I find that with the little alteration of the path when you throw a hammer, Flameseeker does, really help when you're trying to throw some long distance hammers and you need them to track a little. And lastly, cauterize enemies brought down by your fire, regenerate your health. This is a very good perk for your melee. If they somehow burn out with your melting point, you'll get your health back. Or if you hit somebody with a hammer, you'll get your health back. So, very, very good perk. Very, very good perk. I think you may get your health back on fusion grenade kills as well. If you stick someone with cauterize on, I'm not sure though, don't quote me. And lastly, defender, I use magnetic grenades or suppression grenades, depends on what playlist I'm playing. Obviously if I'm trolling in mayhem, suppressions is where we're gonna go. But if I'm actually playing defender titan, I'll play magnetic. Increased control for titan skating. Armor of light, blessing of light, weapons of light. There literally is, you can use whatever the hell you want to use. I use armor of light only because if I ever play defender, I'm probably trolling in control or mayhem, which means people are going to run into my bubble. So obviously the more health I have, the better. War machine, while force barrier is active, all your weapons reload and ready blindingly fast. I use this because you don't need orbs of light in the crucible, really. And unbreakable is kind of useless when you have a decent strength build on your defender. Then we got Titan Codex 1 and 4 for the armor and recovery. Bastion increases the Ward of Dawn, aka your bubble, makes it last longer. I've also used Relentless in the Crucible. This allows for a stronger overshield and a longer overshield. This is probably very good in the Crucible as well. I haven't really given it its fair share. And Untouchable. It brings your bubble down, your cooldown time to I think 3 minutes and 40 seconds. What is it currently at? It's 3:40 now, right? Let me make sure. It's 3:40 now, so this would probably reduce it to like 3:20 or 3:10. Very, very good for a quick bubble. Bubbles can actually be very frustrating in playlists like Trials of Osiris. I've lost games to bubbles in Trials of Osiris where the team just waits it out with 2 bubbles and sits on the zone and just kind of spams their supers, because if you think about a Trials of Osiris game, it's 2 minutes, right? Which means if the Titans somehow manage to stay alive in the round 1 for the entirety of the round, they're well over 50% of their super. So the next round, they pop their super, pass orbs to each other. It's very frustrating, and it is a legitimate strategy in the Crucible. You can also use Illuminated if you're using Blessing and weapons. This just makes them a little bit better. Obviously, I use Untouchable due to the fact that the Defender subclass is kind of based around having an annoying super. It doesn't really have any outstanding Crucible perks, so the bubble is kind of all you got. And for my Titan, I, of course, run the Hawksaw, I run Shoddy. I find it very hard to be able to snipe effectively on a Titan, but there are Titans that do it. My thing is that the Titan subclass, it's always going to be arguably the fastest subclass in the game, which means if you're not using the speed, you're wasting the speed. And if you're wasting the speed, you're not using the class to its full capabilities. And if you're playing super, super, super fast, I don't know how the hell you're going to be sniping. So that's it for the Titan tutorial. Like I said, intellect, discipline on Titans. If you're running Defender, you can get away with some form of strength build. They benefit from no backup plans, but if you're not running that build, intellect, discipline on everything. That's the wish you luck Titan build. If you guys want to see a Titan skating tutorial, I suggest you like the video. That's going to be it, though, for this, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully this helps somebody in the Crucible somewhere in the world. You guys have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll catch you guys on the next YouTube video. Peace.